treat your wife right. Be an example for your daughter. And think before you act. Decisions gotta be smarter. So what's the deal, man? I got a real plan. Pull up your pants. Teach your son to be a real man. How to tell the truth when he wanna tell a lie. And how to shave, man. And how to tie. Be respectful when you talk, especially around grown folks. Hold doors and get chairs when you're around old folks. And get a spouse. And live naturally. The way God said with no homosexuality. Man up, real stand up. Take care of your family and your father God when you see you raise your hands up. Got a man up, real men stand up. Take care of your family and your father God when you see you raise your hands up. Be respectful to women and respect yourself. Always do your best and take care of your health. All you got is your word, so you best not lose it. You say you gon' do it, then you better get to it. And never make a promise that you know you can't keep. And never put your family business in the street. And get a favorite scripture and memorize it. So when the times get tough, your heart is where you find it. Don't laugh all the time, cause everything ain't funny. You don't need everything. Learn how to save money and teach them how to work and teach them how to pray. When times get tough, man, teach them how to stay and have a talk with Jesus and have a walk with Jesus and keep him close to your heart, cause that's where you need him. Cause in Christ is freedom. Salvation is the reason. If our boys gonna learn that, then we gotta teach them. Man up, real men stand up. Take care of your family and your father God plan. You see you raise your hands up. Got a man up, real men stand up. Take care of your family and your father God plan. You see you raise your hands up. Yeah. From the heart, I'ma keep it real. I tried to raise two boys, that was a tough deal. Didn't get the results that I plead for. Just praying that I planted good seeds though. They both were stepsons, I treat them like my blood in them. Didn't work out the way I wanted, but I'm still loving them. So learn from my mistakes, and your job won't be harder. I was trying to be a friend instead of trying to be a father. I had lived too much ride, trying to stay up on the good side. Way too much freedom and too much compromise, and that just don't work when you trying to have discipline, open communication, but they ain't even listening. Want to be the man, I seen the plate, and so I stepped up. Lord, I hope and pray that you was pleased with my effort. So help me to be stronger in the places where I'm weak at. Cause boys need a godly man, and I was trying to be that. My brothers, we gotta do better with these boys, cause if we don't, then the streets is gon' fill the void. And we know where that lead, either dead or locked up. That's why it's on us. We gotta show them another option. We need strong God-fearing. Mic check, 1 2 1 2. Help and take a village, what they used to say. I need you to pray, and I'ma do the same. Man up today, let's make a change.
Huh? It's live already? Mic check, mic check. Mic check, mic check. Mic check, mic check. Mic check, mic check, mic check, mic check. Mic check. Yeah, my people, I'm gonna have people on here. I'm gonna make damn sure. I ain't never doing that no more.
Yo, I'm going in like punishment. Put your faith in God, don't put it in the government. Hard for me to trust in it, cause they ain't got no love in it. That's why I worship Christ, because he never break the covenant. A black man trying to survive in the United States. It's kinda hard, cause the country got divided. Hate or Negro civil war, with this black on black crime rate. Need to value one another, change your whole mind state. Black lives must matter to us too. We can't expect them to do us better than us do. It starts at the house. Real men need to step up. Worried about that miracle whip, really need to catch up. It's all good, stack your bread, pockets make a muscle, but prioritize, man, God, family, hustle. When God first, everything else falls into place. Without God, everything else just a disgrace. So don't worry about your mistakes, long as you got his grace. Nobody can dictate where you go. Just improve and try to get straight.
Dang. I thought that's what you started with.
No.
It's good with me?
We just let it play. I wanted to check in, so you ready to go?
I'm ready.
All right.
Yeah, I gotta sit with Ricky. We got
Gloves up, guns down. Gloves up, guns down. Gloves up, guns down. Podcast with Johnny Binder Jr. right now. Biggest gangster in the state of Texas, no question. Trying to stop our brothers and sisters from living reckless. Going live, trying to improve the community. So connect with us, we bring unity. Freedom fighting, on the grind for the people. Power of God, helping us defeat evil.
Don't tell me about the power of God. Man, the power of God, man. Do you understand what I'm telling you?
On the air, trying to give our people guidance. Gloves up, guns down, we trying to stop the violence. Minister Jeremiah got the nation behind us. Every Saturday at 3 p.m., that's where you find us.
And then, you know, and we can't just depend on, like, okay, or try to down our people by them not, you know, oh, they don't have this, they don't have that. Well, why didn't you put them on game?
Attorney Bruce, Mix Foxy, and Dr. Candace bring the cameras. We got receipts and hammers.
Praise your holy mighty name, our Father who art in.
Amen. We the voice of the people, so please listen. Creating accountability for these politicians. Still support the victims while trying to fix the prisons. It's gloves up, it's guns down. Please support the mission. Coming live from Mo City, and we here to win. You trying to help get down with the movement then.
We need mental health. We need money. We need diamonds and gold. You owe us, America.
You know what's up. This one produced by Chuck. Just trying to use the platform to lift the people up. Reduce the death rate of people the same color as us. So put the guns down and pick the gloves up. Gloves up, guns down. Gloves up, guns down. Gloves up, guns down. Podcast with Johnny Binder Jr. right now.
We back with another episode. Gloves up, guns down. Starring the legendary Johnny Binder Jr., aka Minister David Jeremiah, co-hosted by yours truly, Chuck, and we live. Yeah, that's your phone.
I didn't know.
Yeah, we live in here, man. Mo Serious Studios in the heart of Mo City, Texas. And this is the spot where we try to, talk about what's going on in our city. More importantly, the purpose of Gloves Up, Guns Down is to literally help stop the violence, right? We want to push the gloves up, put the guns down. Put the gloves up, you can fight and live another day. You put the guns up, then two people die. The person you shooting and you, because you likely gonna either get killed yourself or do life in prison. And so that's the purpose of this show. We got a bunch of news stories. We try to cover those every week, going over people who have unfortunately been a victim of some sort of criminal activity within our city limits. And we got a bunch of stories this week. And the sad part about that, OG, is that every week we've been doing new stories. You know what I'm saying? And so we got 7-8 new stories today. I don't know if we get to all of them, but these is way different from the stories last week. Last week it was mother shot at home by a boyfriend. Last week it was a white couple, Montgomery County, on sex charges and bestiality. Last week it was high school kids. Shout out to who was that? Professional NFL player. Paid for the funeral for a boy from North Shore. I can't forget his name, but that was last week, right? We talked about all the stuff last week, man. And so this week, we got a bunch of new stories, man, a bunch of new stuff. And unfortunately, it ain't all good news. Most of it's bad news. It's criminal activity, it's domestic violence, it's murder. And so gloves up, guns down. OG, how you feeling this evening?
Man, you're telling them the truth. We just trying to show them a way to come out of it where they won't be victimized to that foolishness, because we losing our wives, our women, our children at a high rate. We've been played on. Everybody better look at Willie Lynch, 1712. I'm highlighting it today. Willie Lynch.
1712.
1712, Lynch. Willie Lynch. Take you about 8 minutes to read it. You can see how they use the flat nose against the pointed nose, the bright against the darker. And they say we'll use 3 things to keep us from killing each other: fear, distrust, and envy. it would be 300 years. So in 2012, it was over. But it said it would be a perpetual cycle and it would keep going. So we are self-destructing. The rap song came out in 1990, headed for self-destruction. You're headed for self-destruction. So that's what's going on, Chuck. We ain't headed for self-destruction.
We there.
We in self-destruction.
We there.
We are shooting and killing each other. We ain't killing nobody. That's killing us. We just killing each other, and that's what we doing. We they done gave us these guns. Now it's 31 states with guns. A child mind don't even develop till they 24. So they done gave them these guns purposely, scientifically, that they knew they would turn in on one another. Because they let them look at shy for 3-4 years in Chicago. Now they give them all this damnable music, put my finger in your butt, shoot you, kill you. So the CEOs of the company telling them fool, hey, go do this, go do this. It's Foxy Red and oh man, all of them, man. Cardi B, they tricking them. At least Cardi B did go to Africa and spend money. She kind of waking up. T.I. done woke up. Snoop Dogg woke up. This boy bought 140 acres. The rapper in Atlanta. He used to be fat. Now he lost a lot of weight. He looking good. Rick Ross. Rick Ross. He cleaning up. Ice Cube, he been down. Master P, he been down. So we need to open up some black banks, private banks, black institutions, black credit unions, black sharp tanks. So we need to have that conversation. And I'm opening up Black Wall Street in Fairview. We need to have them conversations. All these mega churches are putting the money in the bank every Monday morning, giving it back to Massa. We ought to have our own church bank where we can use that money to change the narrative and all that billions of dollars of interest.
Let's talk about that for a second, right?
Yeah.
Because we talk about it every week, right? But, my goal be to not just talk about it, to apply some strategy and figure out the steps to get it done. Because you're really talking to two different audiences, right? You got entertainers, right? Billionaire entertainers who've actually invested money in the private schools and water wells and things like that, right? Then you're talking to church folk, right? You know what I'm saying? These mega churches who bringing in millions of dollars as well, who can contribute. So it's two different audiences, right? Same goal, right? Create our own banks, create our own credit unions, but two different audiences, right? And so if I was to ask you, what's the message? Let's talk about one of the audiences first, right? One of the audiences is entertainers. So like you said, shout out to the TIs who just, broke ground on the whole living community.
Yeah, he did that. Put computers in it, the whole nine. Shout out to you, T.I. Keep it up, man. Don't let nobody stop you. You turned your whole life around. They caught you up in L.A. with some weed in the car and lock you up. They can't lock you up no more, brother. You're looking good. You're doing a great job. You got a beautiful wife. I heard some junk about that, but I hope y'all together. I hope y'all be successful. Y'all example for me and for us, man. Keep going, man.
So I think that one of the things is, right, if I kind of analyze it, I look at what T.I. was doing in Atlanta, right? I look at what Mike Epps is doing in Indianapolis, right? I look at what Slim Thug is doing in Acres Home, right? And
He's building home now.
Building homes now, right? Shout out to Boss Life Construction. You know what I'm saying?
I'm proud of you.
And so
Slim Thug, this Dr. Jeremiah, Johnny Bond, I'm proud of you, brother.
And so I'm sitting here thinking, like, it sounds like, right, one of the angles to acquiring real estate and land and really investing those funds in the hood is by working with people from those hoods, right? Like from those hoods. Yeah. And so I think the call to action is anybody who may be from a certain area, right? And you want to see positive change in that area, tap in with OG. Hit the line, man, 281-896-8215, or hit me up, 281-969-8190, because we already acquiring land. We already in the real estate development. We already running plays like that. And so if you interested, you got some bread available, you want to help impact your community, tap in, right? That's on I think the street side, the entertaining side, anybody like that. My question to you, OG, is what's the message to the churches, right? Right, because you mentioned it, right? They got faith-based money, and so some of their hands tied. But the reality is, that's most of the churches out here,
but
right?
their hand really not tied. the faith-based money, they can't stop them from opening up their own private banks.
Okay,
They
so,
can't stop them from opening up their own credit union. So I'm gonna meet with Pastor Ralph West, Church with No Walls. I'll meet with Bishop Dixon on Pine Mount.
mhm.
I'm gonna meet with Ralph West, Fountain of Praise. I'm gonna meet with Pastor Jay,
Higher D.
Higher Dimension. I'm gonna meet with I don't want to meet anybody else. Pastor Miller, who's the president of the Baptist Board, my personal friend.
Okay.
I'm gonna meet with my own son, Pastor Aaron Binder of St. James. I'm gonna meet with Pastor Delaney, Southwest Baptist. So I'm gonna meet.
Okay, so it sounds like we really need to schedule a conference.
Yeah,
We need to put together a conference where you can kind of lay out the format.
please.
Maybe even bring in like Killer Mike, who opened up Greenwood Bank. Like they've actually took those steps and done that in Atlanta, right? And so bring in some people to speak and kind of, because I don't know, right, what that looks like.
Because Willa doing a great job.
Mm-hmm.
Willa putting money and buying all the land.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, almost all the Scott Street look like.
They got a school and all that, and they doing good. The next step is a bank. So if I talk to Will and them, and I know the pastor, he's from Chicago.
Yeah, Pastor Marcus Cosby.
Yeah, he took Pastor Lawson place, which is my father, spiritual father. So I can talk to him. I'm trying to start right there and let him help me put this conference together with you, or we all can pick whatever church, and let's all meet there, and let's talk about what we can do to make historical history, that we own our own banks, our own bank institution, the same way our Chinese brothers do it right there on Bel Air. We spend $1.3 trillion with Massa, but we don't put no money back in our community, so it's the pastor's fault. They think having a Sunday morning disco style show and a political whole center, they done something. You ain't done nothing. Until you open up something for your people, you done nothing. The storehouse is supposed to be for the people, not just for you and your wife and your family. The church doing bad. People doing bad in the church. But if we open up our own banks, then we can have Black Shark Tank. We can have our vocational school. We ain't got to ask Master no more. We'll have enough money in our accounts. Don't you know if 10 mega churches come together, even boy, Friendship West,
the ones you just named.
Yeah, and now he in Dallas. I'm talking about him, Freddie Haynes. He's a cold man. I need him. And then T.D. Jake, you might well come on home, you know. And John Osteen, you can just join us and help pay reparation and do something right.
Drop some seed money.
Yeah, drop some seed money because you should help us. You know, you got $300 million bill over there, and your daddy gave you the start, and my spiritual father, Pastor C.L. Jackson, was a friend of your father. You know, y'all treat me good when I come over there. So let's work together and let's open up something for us. So we'll stop begging people to do for us that we can do for ourselves, and stop begging people to give us loans and trying to build this and build that. Have our own damn bank, and we do it our damn self, and help our own children. And stop begging people to do for us, we can do for ourselves. Damn it, stop being a damn beggar. Stop being at the door begging people.
You know what I want to build, OG?
Damn.
I want to work on, and this is something I can probably start doing now too, like a Black business directory.
Yeah.
Right. And so, and it's a few of them out there, I believe, but something, I don't know if I'm gonna do it on a regional level, right? Like Houston Black businesses and San Antonio Black businesses and so on, or
Texas,
what that looks like.
Texas.
Yeah, but a directory, right?
First we start with Houston.
Yeah, and then we'll branch out.
Houston, Pearland, all that together, Sugarland, and do that and get it started.
Exactly.
But to get it started for where we're going with this, because if we're getting it started,
eventually be nationwide, right?
Yeah.
Because the goal, I'm sitting here thinking about it like, we talk a lot about needing vocational schools and needing opportunities. That's the only
way to get the children from what they're doing. The devil gave them something to do. We got to give them something to do. I'm telling you what I know. Until you get these children something to do, all that putting the guns down, they not listening to that.
Facts. And we finna get into a bunch of stories in a minute.
All of them
kids who ain't got nothing to do.
They broke and hungry, and ain't no fathers that'll teach them nothing. So they being their own self-man. They'll become animalistic. There's nobody that'll train and teach them. No one to guide them there. We ain't got but 18 to 20% of Black fathers in America. You didn't hear what I said. Let me try it again. 18 to 20% of fathers in Black America.
So that's 1 out of 5, right?
Yeah, so we got 80% of the children that don't have no father.
So 4 out of 5, no father in the household, and 1 out of 5 got one.
Yeah, so we fishing. So the child just going on their own, doing what they think they can do. That's why they're so susceptible to join these damn games.
And you know what? So I'm going to tell you what's really screwed up about that. Because if you the 20%, let's say you the 1 out of 5, right? you happen to have your mother and father in the household, right? And so you got 2 incomes, you actually got some discipline, you're a good kid, right? But that 4 out of 5 will make you feel like that's a bad thing because you're not like them.
Right.
And so we see so many good kids going down this path simply because society and them other 80% make it seem like that's really how it should be. You know what I'm saying? And that's one thing that gets me, because I was him. My mama did well for us. We lived in the Mo City. We was, new clothes and shoes, and we ate good. But I was still, selling weed. I was still doing stuff that I ain't had no business doing.
I'm glad you made it, Chuck.
And I think that was just due to environment and circumstance.
I'm just glad you made it because I need you, and you helping me with my moving my book, and I'll be dedicated to you for the rest of my life, and you will make millions together, and not just for me and you, but to save millions of children's life. And you got a good heart. You got a big heart. God is gonna open doors for us. This is way bigger. We're gonna have a whole glass showcase. We don't have to even have these on, just have speakers on. So all this gonna happen, man. God is gonna bless us. And once I sit down in front of Rick Anderson, then I call you in, it's over with. We have enough content right now to blow anybody out the water because we giving resolution. We teaching people, we talking about it, and then we giving them a way out. Ain't nobody else doing this, Chuck. Everybody else just hyper. They ain't giving no way out. Don't feed me.
A solution.
Don't feed me. Teach me how to feed myself.
Exactly. Shout out to Nipsey Hussle. Nipsey Hussle say, I never taught him how to drink. I just lead him to the lake.
Come on.
You know what I'm saying?
Come on.
yeah, I ain't gotta feed you. I can get you here though. You know what I'm saying? And then you gotta man up and do the rest. So let me do this just because it's in my spirit before we get into some of these news stories from this week. I just want to kind of drop a disclaimer that our full intention here is to really shine light on tragedies that had happened and how we can be better as a people and a city and a community to impact these. So I don't want nobody who may be affected or involved to feel any certain kind of way, right? We go through these stories with our deepest condolences, and even on that note, dear Heavenly Father, thank you for this day. Thank you for another day, Lord. Thank you for another opportunity to just come across the airways with something positive, with something inspirational, with something to uplift our people. And so right now, Lord, I ask a special blessing for victims, Lord, victims of violence, victims of murders, victims of domestic violence. Importantly, Lord, the stories we were about to cover, just touch each one of those families. Let's touch the victims, Lord, touch the trespassers, Lord, touch the suspects, Lord. I ask that you just have your way in those families, in those circumstances, and in those situations. I ask that you provide peace. I ask that you provide care. I ask that you provide clarity and understanding. I ask that you prevent mental instability and prevent revenge, Lord, for people who feeling hurt. So right now we just thank you. Keep us in your care. These and other blessings we ask in Jesus' name. Amen. Amen. Amen.
Amen. That was good, brother. So this show, Gloves Up, Guns Down, ladies and gentlemen. This is to get the children, if they got to fight, to put the gloves on. We're going to have the gyms where we can train them, where they won't look sloppy when they're fighting. We want to teach us. Somebody came on?
Yeah, that's Sam right there.
Okay. Yeah, tell him that you got a cash app? Because I'm gonna give you some money to send to his wife. You got a cash app?
Yeah, I do got a cash app.
Send Foxy this here for me. Now, tell her she's coming right now because she been mad at me. I ain't had that much money to give to her. I've been waiting on my money. I'm still waiting on it. I'm finna borrow some money on one of my houses. I just got to pray because I ain't finna beg nobody to do nothing for me, Chuck. I'm going to do it myself. And I will be a millionaire between November 1 to 2025, and nobody can stop me. So I'm not being around these losers, man.
Hey Sam, if you hear this,
send the cash app.
Tell Foxy to text me your cash app.
Tell her send the cash app.
Hold on.
Yeah, she's right here.
Okay. I'm good. How about yourself?
Send your cash app. We finna send you your money.
Hey,
yeah, don't talk to me like that.
Oh, I didn't mean no harm. I have been having no money. I want to send it to you while I got it because I'm waiting on all the money. He finna
Yeah,
cash
but don't
out.
talk to me like that. You know why I'm mad. You know you're supposed to come and see Mama.
Okay, and I'm coming. I'm coming.
That's why I'm mad at you.
Okay,
I
I'm
ain't
gonna send this
you
money
not
first.
even there.
I'm gonna send the money first, then I'm gonna see Mama. We on
Let
air
me tell
now.
you what I'm dealing with. You should have had your ass already over here.
Yes, ma'am. You're right. Ladies and gentlemen, she can do that. So don't y'all try that. She can. That's my sister. She can do that. You right, ma'am. We on the air now. We on the air. Thank you.
I know we on the air. Then you tell me to get myself together. That's what I'm doing. So I don't have no stroke. Don't you see my workout attire?
Okay.
And I just had some fruits. Okay, so don't come with that. Chuck, I love you. Jeremiah, I love you. But you know why I'm mad at you.
Look at you, boy.
Everybody in it.
Chuck, you got away and I got beat up. Boy,
Hey,
that was
man,
a good one.
Look.
Boy, that was a good one.
A man down.
What?
Hey, but for real, he did text me your cash app. So
Send your cash
app
app so we can send that money to you.
And I love you and I miss both of y'all.
Let me get my mom straight. She's coming home tomorrow. Let me get her straight because this has been a whirlwind.
Mama come home tomorrow.
She'll be coming home tomorrow, so let me get this straight. And I'll text her to you.
I love you, Sam.
I love you too.
I already know. Take care of my sister, brother.
I will.
Send that cash out. We're going to send y'all the money.
Okay, she's sending it right now.
All right, watch the show. Be right here with us.
All right.
All right.
Okay, well, hey, you got on your ass real quick.
Yeah, well, you know, she can do that. And but a few females on the planet Earth can do that. You know?
I already know, man. Shout out to T Foxy.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
I accept that.
She gang. Man, yeah, we just, you know,
I accept that.
Yeah, you got no choice.
I accept it. Yeah, ain't nothing I can do. I throw my hands up. So we started off good. Let's go. You was finna ask me something.
Well, no, we had just prayed, and so we was finna get into them stories.
Right.
And so then we looked up and we saw that they had joined, and so okay, I just got the cash app. I'm gonna send that in a second.
Okay.
And so let's get into
you do that when you play the music.
Yeah. Matter of fact, let's get into silence, and then we'll come back and get into these to the first story.
Let's go. And the center of that while silence playing.
Mm-hmm.
Prophet. Your silence speaks volumes. It's loud and clear. Selective what I hear. Ask the Lord, incline my ear. This 2020 year to prove that we can persevere. I'm so sincere that change is near. It ain't no time for fear. The only time you got something to say is when people riot, or you bring a black on black. Other than that, you silent. Please stay quiet. Change is on the horizon. America was built on it. Why you surprised by the violence? We supposed to march, protest, and kneel. Did that for Castile. It still gives me chills. And if I keep it real, should have been a closed deal. Officer still not guilty. Now tell me, can you feel? It's a time to speak, a time to shut up. Are you gonna stay hard or will you nut up? Praying for peace, getting ready for war, staying at ease. Got guns by the door. Rest in peace, George Floyd. You in heaven's army. You and Breonna Taylor and Ahmaud Arbery. I'm praying daily, trying to protect my sanity. Watched another black man die, another tragedy. Watched him give his last breath, praying for his family. Every time I see the picture, the coppers looking back at me. Each time we lost one, this really can't be happening. Mothers losing sons and these kids losing daddies. On live TV, we all witness the trauma. Getting numb to it now, that's another problem. We gotta deal with creating mental illness. That's why I pen this to release these penned up feelings. Brothers getting killed in front of their children by the police, not even treating us like civilians. You can stay silent, protecting your privilege. You ain't gotta say nothing, I promise I hear you. But can you hear me without fear and prejudice? We just wanna live free and be citizens. Equal opportunities, health care and benefits. To not be charged guilty when we innocent. better loans for black businesses. You listening? Tired of getting the minimum. We tired of being limited, especially when I know that God made us in his images. And I don't believe Jesus want me to be militant. That ain't my lane, man. I'm way less threatening. I'd rather strategize and prepare for the reckoning. Invest in the youth, cause it's all about development. If you stay in silent, then you really being negligent. I know it's delicate and put you somewhat out your element. Worried about what your peers say when you're expressing it. I came to encourage you, don't be hesitant. Use your privileges to make betterment relevant. All lives matter, but black lives is feeling desolate. Flint, Michigan, still drinking on that sediment. In the meantime, vote for another president, one that's not racist and belligerent. Change gon' come, I guarantee you this is definite. Remaining positive in a world full of pessimists. You can stay silent or you can give a testament, cause I'ma keep grinding until Jesus settle it. Silence.
Lord have mercy.
Yo, we back. Gloves up, guns down, man. We about to get into the news stories of the week. Again, our condolences to those victims. That was Silence by yours truly. That's available wherever you stream music at. If you want to tap in, hit us up on the lines. Line is open 281-896-8215. That's how you reach out to Dr. Jeremiah directly. You want to reach us at the studio, 281-969-8190. That's 281-969-8190. So this first one I got for you, OG.
Yeah, man, it's a lot going on, brother.
This thing says, man in critical condition after shot by his wife multiple times after fighting all day.
Yeah.
So this first one we got is a domestic violence situation.
Lord have mercy.
Breaking news from overnight. A man is in critical condition after investigators say he was shot by his wife multiple times. This happened just before 8:30 last night at Stonehenge Apartments off the Northwest Freeway. According to the Harris County Sheriff's Office, the couple had been fighting all day. The deputy on scene says our area has seen a rise of domestic violence cases recently. Breaking news from overnight. A man is in critical condition after investigators say he was shot by his wife multiple times. This happened just before 8:30 last night at Stonehenge Apartments off the Northwest Freeway. According to the Harris County Sheriff's Office, the couple had been fighting all day. The deputy on scene says our area has seen a rise of domestic violence cases recently.
Domestic violence.
Yeah, they said that area has seen an increase in domestic violence cases recently. So let's chew on that for a second, right? You got they've been arguing all week, right? What got me the most was, I ain't gonna say the most, because in fact they was in an apartment, OG.
Come on.
It was in an apartment, and he was shot multiple times.
Mm-hmm.
And so in an apartment, it ain't like a single family home, right? Mm-hmm. Where you got less chance of innocent bystanders. In apartments, it's like somebody else on the other side of that wall. You know what I'm saying? And somebody else on the other side of that wall, and probably somebody above the ceiling, and possibly somebody below the floor, right? Just depending on where you at the apartment. And I'll be honest, when I first heard the story, that's what stood out the most to me. It was like, man, this happened in the apartment. You know what I'm saying? I hope ain't nobody else, get hurt. But the obviously the reality of it is they couldn't settle their differences. It came down to unloading.
Yeah, well, Chuck, it's Willie Lynch. It's fear, distrust, and envy. We don't know how to handle women. We have not been taught properly by the church. We have not been taught properly by anyone. So we don't know. It's in Peter's 3, husband and wife.
Mm-hmm.
God said the six verses is the woman being submissive. But number 7, to tell a man how to deal with the woman with God's knowledge.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? And when you go toward a woman, you're supposed to take a great trepidation. I'm putting that out today because I don't never say that. We don't honor and respect our women. So he was over
is
there.
that because, you know, it's hard to give a woman to talk to her with the knowledge of God if you don't have the knowledge of God?
You can't do it.
You can't do it, exactly. And so and obviously that's why we're here. We're trying to share the knowledge of God, you know what I'm saying, and help people hear it. But how, right? If we know that that's the problem.
It's a major problem. They need to grab the Bible, go to Proverbs for 30 days. Don't read nothing else in that Bible. Stay in Proverbs for 3-4 months. There's a lot of wisdom and knowledge in it. Leave the rest of it alone. After you master Proverbs, because every day is one for every day,
Mm-hmm.
then you'll go to Psalms and Proverbs, the Father and the Son. Psalms is for praise and worship. You pastors need to listen to me. Psalms is for praise and worship.
Mm-hmm.
Proverbs is for wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. Bring them together. Leave the rest of the book alone.
Mm-hmm.
Get this straight where you can get understanding. That's why in Proverbs 3, God said, write it on your heart, bind it around your neck. Your ways are not my ways. Your thoughts are not my thoughts. Don't lean on yours, lean on mine. God is telling us the way we think is not of him, because America has shaped us into animals. Most people in America, whether we like it or not, have become animalistic because we don't have respect for our wife, we have respect for our mothers and our children. So we have become beast style.
Mm-hmm. So if we know that the word of God is the answer, right, and we can use, you know, Psalms and Proverbs.
That's why I'm telling them where it's at,
Mm-hmm.
where they can go there. I don't want to just say go to the Bible. No. Go to Proverbs. It's one for every day. That's why it's 31.
Mm-hmm.
It's one for every day.
Now, but we may need to take a path similar to Jehovah's Witnesses.
Mm-hmm.
Right? You know, they don't mind hitting the block with information,
mm-hmm.
right? Little pamphlets or whatever, and usually those little pamphlets got scriptures and things like that in them.
Mm-hmm.
And the reason I say that and think of that is because the street cats who out here shooting their wives and all the stuff going on and fighting they not going to church. They not finna pick up no Bible.
Right.
They not finna go listen to no Christian rap music. They ain't finna do none of that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But they will go, and it may be on people like us to put these little bits of godly information in places where they will be at.
Yeah, at clubs.
You know what I'm saying? At clubs, at the store,
they
at the
definitely
mall, at the lounge. You know what I'm saying?
They going.
Exactly.
They going.
And so, yeah, instead of a club flyer on your vehicle when you come out the club, we might just need to put a card that got a few Psalms on there. You know what I'm saying? A few
Read
scriptures
one each and every day. Every way, read the Psalms. It gives you knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. Whatever the day is, like the day is what, the 4th?
Mm-hmm.
You read it. Go to the 4th. Read 1, 2, 3. Stop at 4th. Tomorrow, read the 5th. The next day, read the 6th.
Each chapter.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, you talking about, so read a chapter a day.
Yeah.
Read a chapter.
If you read a
in
chapter,
Proverbs a day.
if you do that, you here, you be up here.
Mm-hmm.
Because God gonna shake you through Solomon. He gonna shake you. David wrote Psalms. Solomon wrote Proverbs.
Mm-hmm.
They gonna shake you. The father and father is a cold team. They gonna shake you right there. The dude couldn't handle his wife, his girlfriend.
Father-son combination.
Yeah, coldest combination.
Yeah,
coldest combination in the world.
Mm-hmm.
So it because the dude couldn't deal with her intellectual. He was dealing with her physical.
Mm-hmm.
Physical abuse, physical mouth. Okay. So he was character assassinating her. He was wrestling with her, fighting with her. And the sister got fed up.
Mm-hmm.
The sister got fed up.
Yeah, I truly believe
and
she was
blasted
defending herself.
We know, stop, man. You know damn well she was defending herself. She woke up that morning, I'm finna shoot him. She shot him because...
No, she probably did. Probably like, if he come over here and mess with me, I'm going to shoot him. You know what I'm saying?
A girl in Western Square about 4 months ago. The dude came over there, beat up, left. He come back, beat up. The girl run out the house, ran him down and shot him right there in the parking lot somewhere. Look, man, a lot of these women ain't going to keep on taking that. You know? You got some woman kings around here. You know? They ain't going to keep on taking you, beating them, slapping them, because I'm telling all males, because you're not a man. I'm telling all you males, because a real man ain't going to do that.
Mm-mm.
These women don't belong to you, brother. And if you can't get along with them, leave. 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 Once you put your hand on them, you put a curse on yourself. God gonna get you. Don't worry about her getting you. God gonna get you. And he gonna shoot you multiple times with cancer, diabetes, heart disease, because you eating all that dog food. So again, leave the woman alone. Let's go to the next one. Leave her alone, brother. If you can't deal with her intellectual and respectfully, and you can't go to the Bible and divide the word with her, leave her alone. She don't belong to you. She belongs to God.
Tonight, a man and woman are behind bars accused of terrorizing fast food workers. They are suspected of opening fire in 2 different incidents. Once at a Whataburger, another time at a Jack in the Box when they were unhappy with their orders. Matt Doherty joins us live with the bizarre story. Matt?
I spoke with the manager of this Whataburger a couple of hours ago, and he tells me that gunman was shooting to kill. Police say they were called to this Whataburger off the West Loop in 18th Street on March 2nd, just before 8 p.m. When they arrived, they found a manager had been shot and several shots had been fired. According to court documents, surveillance video showed a woman identified as Faith Bailey getting out of a car in the parking lot, then going into the restaurant. After getting a drink and a bag of food, she leaves, but returns 30 seconds later with a man who starts shooting. The Whataburger manager tells me Bailey claimed the order she made through the app was incorrect, and she was angry. He says the shooter fired 11 shots, hitting and wounding another manager. After that, the couple took off. Police say they used the license plate data to connect the shooting with a similar incident that happened only a mile away at a Jack in the Box at the end of January. According to police, security video shows the same couple in this drive-thru. They say Faith Bailey began arguing with a worker through the window. Soon after that, they say the man identified as Christian Nawabusi pulled out his gun, stuck it in the drive-thru window, and started shooting. He's accused of firing 10 rounds while Bailey throws stuff at the workers through that window. Police say the altercation began after Bailey became upset because she didn't get enough cheese on her taco.
Boy, 10 shots, allegedly because they didn't get enough cheese. That's some straight up foolishness there.
I tell you, I'm just over here shaking my head in disbelief. So, Matt, was anyone hurt in that case?
Yeah, luckily nobody was hurt at the Jack in the Box. Both of those suspects are expected to be in court tomorrow morning.
Matt, with the latest, thank you. A mother has...
Hi, Mark Barden at Sandy Hook Promise here.
Now, he shot 11 times
at the Whataburger.
10 times he current with
at
his
Jack in the Box.
Jack in the Box. Both of them have become animals. Both of them need a psychosocial assessment. They triggerish. I'm trying to teach y'all something, ladies and gentlemen. They triggerish. They got baggage. When you got baggage, you triggerish. Anything to trigger you. You ain't put no cheese on there. You're not thinking. You're not sensible. You're emotional, triggerish. Because she got a bunch of baggage. Dum-dum, he's following the baggage because he got baggage
He
on
got
him.
baggage too.
Yeah. Hurt people.
Trauma.
Yeah.
That baggage is trauma.
Yeah, both of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they going around shooting this over nothing. They weren't even robbing the place.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Over some food that's death. All that food they're eating, high blood, kidney failure, diabetes, the whole mindset. But let me tell you something else. That food trigger you too. You keep eating bad food, it trigger you. It's in your colon. It's messing with you. So a lot of people, brother, there's no way to explain this. No more than
that's why I'm sitting here confused.
Yeah.
Because I'm sitting here like trying to wrap my head around it. Like, okay, so the order was wrong. And so I'm gonna let off the whole clip.
11 bullets in
I'm gonna let off the whole clip.
I think it hit 1 or 2 people.
Yeah, the Whataburger, the manager got hit.
Yeah. And then
so let's talk about the manager.
Yeah.
She at work. She's just doing her job. You know what I'm saying? Trying to serve this fast food, trying to make me a few dollars, go home and live my life, whatever she do for her life.
Yeah.
And her life changed because it's a couple out here dealing with trauma.
They traumatize it, and they traumatic. They need a psychosocial assessment and a dynamic, and they trigger it. And it's called conflict resolution. They conflict push. Everything in them is a conflict, and they easy to go off.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have to tell you that. You just seen it.
We've seen it
For
and
some cheese on a taco.
And not just that, we talked about it last week about the problem with giving people guns, right?
Brother, I've been preaching this for a whole.
But I'm saying, I want you to say it again, the 4 things.
Yeah.
Because we see an example of that here. Right?
Use this, take it and put it on Fight the Power. What happened when you give somebody a gun is 4 things. Number 1 is fear. That's why they're shooting, because they can't fight. Number 2, they're emotional. Number 3, they
got a sense of power.
It's a sense of power. And then number 4, come on, God. They're impressionable.
Yeah, they're impressionable. Their mind ain't ready.
When you're impressionable, you're not a leader, you're a follower. Then you're emotional. See? Then it's a sense of power.
So we see at least those 3.
No, 4.
But we see 3 of them in this case right here.
That's all 4 of them now.
Maybe not fear.
What? That's why he's shooting. Chuck, he's scared. That's why he's shooting. Chuck, if he wasn't scared, he went in and whooped him. He started shooting. People shoot guns because they scared. So his argument was, I'm showing my sense of power. He's showing his sense of power. Okay, cussing him out would have been good enough. Even though you're wrong, but okay, you cuss him out and leave. We can go with that. But the shooting there 11 times and then shooting Jack in the Box, those are 2 animals need to be locked up in the crazy house for at least 25, 30 years. They need to do a whole psychosocial assessment on them, like they do rats, and put them somewhere because they have become animals. Let's go to the next one.
Crazy thing about it is, with Jack in the Box, you could have just went in there and complained and got you a whole nother taco
They gave
free.
Whataburger.
Or what? That's what I'm saying. Y'all want to let it off, and now your face all over the news.
They triggerish. They baggage. They carrying baggage. Chuck, hurt people. Hurt people.
So let me ask you this: if we was gonna consider an exercise for improvement, right? Like, are you aware or do you know of any tips or strategies or things that people can do to bring down anger, right? In these situations, like take 10 deep breaths, like say your favorite scripture, whatever it is, because we may need to include some of that in it as well. A lot of people just don't have emotional control. You know what I'm saying? When they got this trauma in them and then they get triggered, now we got to deal with what happens after that. And so if we could help people identify their triggers, like a lot of people don't even know what triggers them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Help people identify their triggers so when they see this kind of situation happening, they could start to.
We have to do like the Alcohol Anonymous. We have to
go.
put a group together that's triggerish, and put the group together that 4 or 5 people that's counselors that was triggerish came out of it.
And let them and help them diagnose.
And then they tell them how they came out of it, because each one of them come out of it different.
Yeah,
it's not the same
for nobody.
So when whatever worked for them, when they hear it, I just hit somebody in the mouth. I used to do this, I do that, and then I rose above the motion, thanking in the God, conflict resolution. I started thinking, because if I didn't, I was gonna wind up and kill somebody or get killed. So we need a triggerish anonymous place, and we will come up with that with Gloves Up, Guns Down. Thank you.
Let's get to this next one.
Thank you.
Man shot to death. Well, and I say that because I'm sitting there listening to you talk. I was like, okay, so you identify one thing, right? That there ain't enough God in it. Like the people who commit these crimes need God. They can't communicate with women if they don't know the knowledge of God. We identified that, right? So it's like, okay, maybe we start figuring out how we can get the word to them. So then I was like, I start thinking about people being triggered. Like,
They need to come watch this show.
How can we start identifying triggers? We probably gonna get some. Well, no, we're gonna get us some therapists on here.
Yeah,
because you keep saying people need a psychosocial assessment,
social assessment,
and a Dianetic.
And a Dianetic is to get the baggage out of you.
Yeah, you got to cleanse yourself.
That you've been carrying all these years from your ex-girlfriend, from
your father, from your mama, from whatever.
Well, all the foolishness is there. So you no good for nobody, not even yourself.
So yeah, we're gonna look into getting us a therapist on here, somebody who can just.
I got somebody.
Shed some light.
I got somebody. She in New Orleans. I'm gonna put up there on the time.
So dig this. A man shot to death while walking dog outside of his apartment.
Yeah.
This is 3 days ago.
I know. It's right there in Third Ward.
And 3 days ago.
Yeah.
A young man is dead after police say that he was shot and killed while walking his dog near Washington Avenue. Well, today we've also learned that the gunman took off in the victim's Cadillac. Stephanie Whitfield is there with more details from police.
We've learned the young man who was shot and killed here last night is just 23 years old. Now, neighbors tell us they're freaked out because a lot of young professionals and families live here, and they say a lot of them walk their dogs at night. Police say surveillance video and witness statements are helping them put the pieces together in this case. They say around 11 o'clock last night, the 23-year-old was standing near his Cadillac with his small dog. They were in the parking lot at the Co-op at Summer Street Apartments. Two men reportedly approached him, then fired a gun several times. The young man was pronounced dead at the scene.
There are some signs, and we have to confirm them, but there are indications that there was possibly a robbery involved.
Witnesses tell investigators the two men drove away in the victim's newer model four-door Cadillac. Police tell us that small dog is okay and is now staying with a neighbor here at the apartment complex. Investigators say they need help finding the two men responsible for this murder. Crime Stoppers is now offering a $5,000 reward in this case. Near the Washington corridor, Stephanie Whitfield, KHOU 11 News.
She looked at.
So, can't walk your dog now. Can't go to Whataburger. You can't go to Jack in the Crack. You know what I'm saying? Without the possibility of getting shot, man. Just think about that, right?
Shout out to his family. We want to pray for you. Our phone number is 281-896-8215. Please call us, and whatever y'all gonna do, candle lights, whatever y'all want to do, try to turn it into a celebration. Whatever. Me and Chuck will come.
They said 23 years old. 23
years old. We'll do the video. We'll do whatever we need to do. We'll stand in the parking lot, park the cars, whatever y'all need. Please let us participate. This is sad, man. This child, 23 years old, your brain don't even develop till you're 24. He didn't get to development stage. He was close. And it's sad that you can't walk your dog. He's not bothering no one. That's his dog. He's taking his time. But to me, it's like it was a setup.
Because they took the car.
Because they took the car. How did they know what car was his? That's what made me think he was targeted.
Mm-hmm.
Because somebody walking the dog, you don't automatically know what car they got. This was somebody that was upset with him for some unknown reason that's not being stated on here. But whatever it is, he's innocent. He didn't deserve none of that. This boy wouldn't bother nobody. He ain't on no most wanted list or anything. It's a damn shame that our children are being killed. We done lost more children in the last 4 years, Chuck, to gun violence. And these damnable people, these governors and presidents, started passing laws in 31 damn states now. 18-year-olds can have guns. So 19 and 20 years old, they impressionable. They emotional. They triggerish, man. So what they doing is a sense of power. And they shooting and killing each other. This child ain't got no damn business dead. This don't even make no damn sense.
None. I'm sitting here like
a baby, Chuck. Suppose I'd have died at 23. I wouldn't be sitting here with you.
Like I got my daughter just turned 22 on Easter, March 31st.
Oh man, on Resurrection Day.
On Resurrection Day. Yeah. She just turned 22, right?
Man.
I'll be 45 on April 12th this month.
Chuck, what just happened with that child? We keep sweeping this stuff under the rug, man. We got to stop these damn guns, man. NRA and the government and Trump and this governor, what the governor name is? I don't even remember his name. Abbott, all of them down with this, man. They calculated this. They knew this was happening. You give a bunch of damn animals a gun, they're going to shoot and kill each other because they triggers, they emotional. They've been watching these damn stupid Xbox and Pac-Man Grand Theft 1, 2. Now you can put guns in, put people in. They ain't got to even be at the same house. Put everybody in and invent your own game. So all this stuff is gone wild, man. People watching this stuff 60 to 80 hours a week. So it's in their mind now. So all we did, we done looked over thousands of murders by the age of 18 years old. So all we do now is shoot and kill. We've been played like suckers. I told you, Chuck.
Been desensitized.
You see this here? This the puppeteer and the puppet. The goddamn two boys that did that are puppets. The church ain't gonna talk about this, man. We have Sunday morning disco and style show. We don't never come together and have a damn panel and let's talk about it and get our damn money and put in our own bank where we can help our children. This is why I'm telling you, we've been having church for 200-300 years, ain't a damn thing changed.
So it's safe to say that the two victims in this one here, I don't know their age, but they stole the car and they killed them. So
they animals.
Yeah.
They animals. What are you talking about?
Well, so
they animals. Only animals would do that.
Mm-hmm. But
you shoot your brother dead. That if you wanted the car, just take the car. You had to shoot him.
Mm-hmm. The point I'm getting to is if we know that they animals, right? Animals usually need to get off the street so they be in cages,
right?
Or they be on a leash.
Right.
Around, right. But we also identified the fact that they probably ain't got nothing to do. They definitely don't have no job or no work, and they don't have probably no fathers at home. That's why they out doing this kind of stuff, right?
23 years old, this baby dead. Do you understand what I'm saying to you, man?
Yeah.
The boy was 23 years old. He's dead for no reason, walking a dog and wind up dead. Damn, man. What we live in. Motherfucker at Jack in the Box. Excuse my language, man. At Jack in the goddamn Box. Ain't bothering nobody. 10 shots. Whataburger, 11 shots. Man, what are we in? And the church has no effect. None. Father, know Jesus? Jesus says, suffer the children, forbid them not, let them come unto me. And if you hurt one of these, you'd rather put a milestone around your neck and be thrown in the deepest sea. Come on, man. Come on, man. More young children been killed, Chuck, in the last 4 years than in the history of time. The children supposed to bury the parents. Now the parents burying their children. My son, Chuck, shot 13 times. 3 to the face, 10 to the body. Come on, man. Come on.
Night, 2 men were shot and a woman was grazed at a birthday party last night. This is the second shooting in a party in just 24 hours. This happened around 1:30 this morning at an apartment on Winsome Lane. According to HPD, neighbors asked the partygoers to turn down the music multiple times. And on the third attempt, that neighbor had a gun and demanded that they turn it off. Partygoers were able to take the gun from the man, but not before he fired several shots into the air. But then he came back with another gun and shot through the back door. The suspect left the scene and all of the victims are stable at the hospital.
Wow. Yeah, what happened, brother? They playing the music loud. Okay, it's a city audience for not loud music.
Mm-hmm.
And you're in an apartment. You know it's easy. It ain't no cushions like this.
Yeah.
So the man,
like saying everybody above you, beneath you, on both sides, they all can hear the music.
But look at this. He went 3 times.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, man, please, man, you turn the music down. The man trying to go to sleep probably got to go to work. Come back again. Say, man, please, man, turn the music down. Come back 3rd time.
With the gun.
Say, man, turn the goddamn music down. They rise him, take the gun, and go off.
Mm-hmm.
He go next door, get another gun, come to the back door, and go to blast. I think he hit 4 of them. He went to blast through the door. Was he wrong? Yeah, Chuck, he was wrong. But you know, they drove him into being wrong. They drove him into it. He was trying to do anger management.
Yeah.
He was trying to do conflict resolution. I can give him a card. He tried. He went 2 times. Now, you got to give him his card. He didn't just go over there with no gun. He went over there and asked him, will you please?
Mm-hmm.
1st time. 2nd time. Will you please? 3rd time. Man, please.
And then not just that, it's another apartment complex, right?
Yeah.
And so you know how it is. I'm pretty sure you see these people. You know who that is. You know what I'm saying? Like there's relationship stuff.
Say, man, it is so these parties are so disrespectful. The word party is not good, man. If you ever break it down, party, and you Google it, it's not good. If you're not coming together for joy and love and respect and honor and party for God, because you don't think you can party for God, and that's a lie. One day we're gonna take the whole show and play a bunch of music, bring people in, Nip and gospel singers, and we're gonna do a whole show with nothing but partying for God. We're gonna just show them how to party, and then we're gonna go to this new club we got right over at the Fountain, and we're gonna take some of this stuff over there, and I'm gonna let you interview me next Thursday. Matter of fact, I might do it next Thursday over there. I'm gonna tell the guy, here it is. I'm gonna call the guy, ask him, can I do my show, Gloves Up, Guns Down, over there next Thursday. He on the side. Yeah. Got TVs, sport TVs, food, everything. We're gonna go over there and take our show on the road.
All right, that's what's up. And speaking of that, y'all want to just see a live performance of me and my crew, the whole Mo Serious gang, you can catch us at the Houston Urban League. That's over there right off of Griggs and MLK. You know what I'm saying? Over there next to the YMCA. Anyway, we'll be there live in concert. We'll be performing PSA and Silence and a bunch of other favorites. No Whipping and some stuff off Street Gospel.
What day?
That's April 20th.
Okay.
That's a Saturday.
Okay.
That's a Saturday.
We need to get everybody out. We need to tell Candace. We need to call Wood. We need to get everybody out.
And so and they'll have some vendors and stuff out there, a bunch of food. We got a slot. I'm not sure what time our slot is. I'll come back with more details for that.
Yeah.
But that's what's up. All right, let's get into the next one.
Come on.
Another party, right?
Yeah, this party stuff is crazy, man. Yeah, they go down. When you drink all that alcohol, it's gonna happen. It's a 14% decayed poison plant.
Candelario Gonzalez Jr. were shot to death. The gunfire erupted at a home on Muscatine Street in Jacinto. 22-year-old Candelario Gonzalez Jr. were shot to death. The gunfire erupted at a home on Muscatine Street in Jacinto City. Here's Katira Winfrey with what we know right now.
Behind this crime scene tape, beyond the privacy fence, is where Harris County investigators say a tragedy played out.
Unfortunately, two young men lost their lives at a birthday party for, again, what we're looking at, but probably over just some petty verbal altercation.
Yeah.
Celebrations for a 21-year-old woman's birthday drew roughly 50 people to this home, complete with a live band. For hours, neighbors who didn't want to talk on camera said you could hear the fun. But around 1 a.m., they heard a series of gunshots.
Unfortunately for her, I think every birthday this will come to her mind and come to a lot of the family members' minds.
Jacinto City Police were first to respond. 2 young men were taken to separate hospitals where both later died. Harris County homicide investigators were then called in to help. Investigators say the entire altercation happened in the backyard, and preliminarily they believe a friend of a friend invited someone, and that's when things took a turn.
Try to maybe find out who the aggressor was, who the victim was, because as of right now, we can't state with the 2 deceased males if one was the suspect, one was the victim, or if both of them were victims, or both of them were suspects.
Investigators say by the time police arrived, quite a few partygoers had already left. The people who did stay, officials say, had conflicting accounts. Investigators say they want people who left early to know they can come forward anonymously to help them paint a clearer picture.
We are just trying to sift through the evidence, process the scene.
Reporting in East Harris County, Katira Winfrey, KHOU 11 News.
Yeah, Chuck, I seen that yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
I watched about an hour of news in Houston, and I watch an hour of news world every day because I can't be the CEO of Gloves Up, Guns Down with you, and I'm not aware of what's happening.
Mm-hmm.
So the storm is killing people right now. Tornadoes killing them. The biggest earthquake over there
In Taiwan, it's crazy.
Yeah, shook the building, leaned it over.
Yeah.
6,000 people couldn't get on the plane. God shut the whole runway down. 14 inches of snow. I'm trying to tell people something. God gonna shut America down. This spring break, all this buffoonery, God is finna shut America down. He ain't gonna let no man do it. God gonna shut America down. America's not following God. So God gonna shut it down. So what just happened is this girl at her 21-year-old birthday, she threw. Her birthday party is not gonna be the same. She need a psychosocial assessment. She need to see a psychiatrist every week. She need to see a psychiatrist that's been through what she been through. So it won't be sympathy, it'll be empathy. Don't get these words confused, y'all. Sympathy is not good. Empathy is. Because when you have empathy, that means you've been through it. So now you can walk a person through it, telling them what you went through and how you made it out. Even though they may not make it out that way, but you painting a picture for them where they can possibly know
real example
that if I can walk out, you can walk out. Okay? Because Jeremiah, Johnny Bonner was on death row. Now I'm on God's row. So what I'm saying to this 21-year-old girl, I don't know your name, sister. I apologize. I don't have no idea why these fools, these animals would do what they did to come to your party. Because I know you didn't. That wasn't even.
We do know fear. Impressionable,
Yeah.
right? Sense of power.
Yeah.
Like we know why it happened because of those four things. What gets me the most about it was I'm listening to the police story.
Yeah. It's
police-
conflicting.
And I get it. They said it was
Why?
at 1 a.m.
Yeah.
and it's a party.
Yeah.
Right. So it's dark.
Come on.
Right. Altercation from somebody who invited somebody who invited somebody. You know what I'm saying? So they probably had beat. Who knows? Right. That's why
Over nothing.
Police said they don't know if the guy was the victim or the suspect.
Yeah. Listen
For
what I'm
both
saying.
of them.
But you missed what I'm saying. Over nothing.
No, I got that.
2 people dead at a young girl's birthday party. And she didn't invite nobody out to come over there and do that. She invited people out to come and have fun.
Come celebrate.
And celebrate my birthday for living another year. Everybody go home. Ain't shit. You at the parties now, you gotta search people at the door.
Yep.
At the door. And go take your gun and go to the car. And when the party over, stand outside, everybody drive off. Because if you don't, it's gonna keep happening, man. These parties are becoming damnable now because alcohol and this trigger, they being triggered. So it's easy to
alcohol triggers chemical imbalance. You got a bunch of multiple drugs involved. A lot of these kids be on uppers and downers.
Look what it said. Somebody invites. She didn't even invite these people.
A friend of somebody. Yeah, somebody
So,
invited somebody who invited
what
somebody.
gave you the idea that you could come to somebody else's party and invite somebody? Ain't nobody told you could do that. So all this misrepresentation, disrespect, started going to the sister. Is it all right for me to? And why would you invite somebody that's an animal?
That you know they're an animal. You know they're an animal.
And 2 people dead, and both of them young, Chuck. These young people.
So we said this last week. I'm gonna look this way and say it again. If you know something, y'all, this ain't one of them situations that's called snitching.
That ain't no snitching.
This not snitching right here, man. This is getting this animal
Getting these
off
animals
the street.
off
This is helping these people, these parents who got to deal with these sons who dead, helping them find some closure. You know what I'm saying? This is what this is about. That's what this is about. Helping this young lady who was just trying to celebrate her birthday, help her find some closure because now her birthday ain't gonna ever be the same.
Never.
It will ever be the same. And so if y'all know something, man, this was East Houston. Police said it on the report. They're accepting anonymous tips. Handle it.
Call us too, man. We'll help you. 281-896-8215. You know anything. It'll be anonymous. We'll do whatever we can to catch them 2 animals before they shoot and kill somebody else.
Let's see here. So this next one I got for you, man. I saw this one. And at first, I'm gonna be honest. When it went viral. It was out here. And when it came across my Instagram timeline, I laughed. I was like, good for his ass. I'm glad the weed eater man got him. Got a landscaping crew out doing their job. They working, got their own equipment. And but you got little local dudes who saw it as an opportunity to try and rob them. And anyway, it ain't go so well for them.
Now to that wild story involving the weed eater. It all unfolded on a dead-end street in northwest Harris County on Friday. Investigators say lawn care equipment workers fought back after they came face-to-face with crooks. Tonight's KPRC2's Gage Golding is showing us how this happened and who detectives are still looking for.
A lawn care crew was out here hard at work, earning an honest living, when one of the workers noticed something while weed eating. He saw not one, but two cars pull up next to his trailer. That's when he saw someone hop out, come over and grab two of his backpack leaf blowers, tossing them in their car. But the employee, he fought back, using his own weed whacker to slash the suspect in the face.
The suspect was kind of incoherent from being hit in the head with the weed eater.
You can almost feel the pain from just seeing Jarrell Alexander's mugshot. He's one of 5 suspects and the unlucky one who went face to face with a weed eater.
He was halfway in the vehicle, halfway out in the process of putting the blowers in, and he was able to strike him with his weed eater in the head, causing him to fall out the vehicle.
A lawn care worker fighting back against the thieves, but it wasn't enough. They still managed to get away with the 2 leaf blowers worth around $1,400. Alexander's friends initially leaving him high and dry before coming back.
The red Nissan comes back. An occupant in the Nissan displays a weapon.
They pull out a gun, threatening the lawn care worker and a neighbor who came over to help at this point. But the not-so-bright bandits dumped Alexander off at the hospital. Not before all 4 of them were caught on camera inside. Deputies now looking for their 2 cars.
A black Mercedes and a red Nissan Altima.
This is a popular quick grab crime, which usually ends up with selling the stolen goods to a pawn shop, which is why constable deputies want to make sure your equipment stays in your truck.
Take photographs of your equipment, log the serial numbers down, and you can go a step further, put a special marking.
Alexander is in jail facing charges of aggravated robbery with a deadly weapon. He is back in jail after just getting out recently. Police say they're hoping the unusualness of this case helps those tips come rolling in. I'm reporting in Northwest Harris County. Gage Golding, KPRC2 News.
Wow. Lord have mercy. Now, Chuck, they've been doing this for a while, snatching
and grab.
Weed eaters, snatching anything they can snatch, snatch and grab. They've been doing that for the last several years. And again, that's why we need vocational schools. Because we can let them, we can plumbing, electrician. There's so much stuff we can do with them. They took them things out of, they took Omar Wright. They took them out of the schools purposely. But we need them in the school, and we need them with the gangbangers. We don't need them just in the school. We need them with the gangbangers. Because the lady...
Because gangbangers ain't going to school.
Yeah, right. It's a lady, Martha Gibbs. She spent millions of dollars, opened up vocational schools in Chicago, in L.A., and helped the gangbang, the Crips and the Bloods. And the Crips and the Bloods went there. And since our brother got killed here...
George Floyd?
Yeah. A lot of Crips and Blood done made truce. They done made truce. You don't hear no killing by Crips and Blood no more. They done made truce like, man, what the hell is we doing? Come on, y'all. We can wear blue or red.
We hear more domestic violence than we do gang violence.
Yeah, it's more domestic violence. It's sex. I'm in love with you and you mind, and if you leave me, bitch, I'm gonna shoot you. This is the mindset of an animal. That's how animals think. That's what they just did. Thank God the brother hit him in the head with something where they could all go to the hospital and ID them. And they so stupid, they walk in the hospital.
They walk in the hospital.
Yeah, cameras everywhere. Yeah, they walk in the hospital.
So that's why I was laughing when I told you before I played it. I laughed because I was like, wow. So then y'all going to actually walk in the hospital.
I go rob a bank and then walk to the hospital because I got shot in the arm. Cameras everywhere. Come on, man. I should have just drove to the police station. That'd have been better. The judge might have gave me a lenient. And to the young boys, I love all 4 of you. And I know you need a psychosocial assessment. And I know you have become animalistic. And you're triggerish and you're broke. And you have low self-esteem. I ain't used that one in a long time. And that's where the trigger comes from, the low self-esteem. So I want to say to you young men, we're going to open up something, me and Chuck, like to have Alcohol Anonymous we just made up today. So we can all come together on this triggeration in conflict resolution, in anger management, where we can deal with y'all and we bring people in that has beat it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm one of them. I'm one of them.
Mm-hmm.
I used to slap. What you say? What? Come on, man. I slap in your mouth. But now, dude can say whatever to me. Yes, sir, bro, you're right. And I'll walk away, Chuck, because I have rose above the motion, Johnny Bonder.
Mm-hmm.
So if the biggest gangster in the state of Texas, if I can change, y'all can change. All I did was stop dancing with the devil, start dancing with God.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't have sympathy, have empathy for you because I don't do it. I'm out of it, and you can get out of it.
Man, my message to the young boys is all money ain't good money. You know what I'm saying? All money ain't good money because you get tempted.
They ain't thinking like
you
that.
get tempted to kind of get the easy
They
money.
pressured.
For whatever life situation you're going through, right? Somebody need medicine, maybe you hungry, maybe you want a new pair of shoes, whatever your life situation is, fast money and slow money go fast or go slow, depending on how you get it. And more importantly, there is energy attached to money. And so if you robbing and stealing somebody and hurt somebody to get that money ain't gonna do no good for you.
None.
Ain't gonna do no good for you. Ain't gonna do no good to the person you give it to. You know what I'm saying? Because that energy is gonna transfer with the money. And so I just want to encourage the young people who out here hitting licks. The streets, you gonna end up in jail, dead. Like those are the two options for the streets. The third option is to get out the streets. The third option is to get out the streets. If you stay in there robbing, you stay in there selling drugs, you stay in there killing, stealing, doing that there, you're going to end up dead or in jail. Just like in this case here, they lucky lawman wasn't strapped. What if lawman was strapped? He wouldn't have been throwing no weed eater. He would have been letting it loose.
That's right.
And now you done lost your life over a blower.
Brother, when you become animalistic, you can't control yourself. Okay? That's why you need to be in a cage. And you need a psychosocial assessment.
Mm-hmm.
There's no fathers. There's no fathers. We ain't got about 18 to 20% black fathers. We got 80% of children don't have no father, young man. They know what they're doing.
Mm-hmm.
So they put them in jail. Some of the most gifted people in the world is in jail.
Mm-hmm.
Then they took all the jobs out the neighborhood. They took the vocational schools out the neighborhood. They put the factories overseas. So all this stuff was set up, brother.
Mm-hmm.
And the women liberation where the woman don't give a damn about us. I got my own money. I don't need you. So it's all the con game got us fighting each other.
Mm-hmm.
They trick work. Willie Lynch, 1712. Go to the next one. Get them in, Chuck. Lord have mercy. Boy.
Arrests have been made in the case of a 37-year-old mother who was killed in her own car last month. Police say two teenagers walked up and just started shooting. This all happened on Elmside Drive in West Houston. Our Matt Doherty is live from the jail downtown with the latest on this story. Matt.
Yeah, the 17-year-old is here charged with murder tonight. The 16-year-old accomplice, he's in juvenile custody.
Mr. Blanks, you are charged with the first-degree felony offense of murder.
The 17-year-old Leashton Blanks is charged with shooting and killing a 37-year-old mother. It was 8 o'clock on the night of February 23rd when police say Aisha Goff was driving home with her two kids in the car. The 13-year-old in the passenger seat, her 3-year-old in the back in a car seat. The family was on the 3100 block of Elmside Drive when prosecutors say a 17-year-old and a 16-year-old approached their car.
When the defendant and the co-defendant walked up to her car and started shooting, the decedent attempted to use her body to shield her son in the front seat from the gunfire. She was shot multiple times.
Police say Aisha Goff was dead by the time paramedics arrived.
She was just a lovable person, caring person.
Tonight, we spoke with Aisha's godmother, Pastor Gladys Pratt Seahorn.
She was just lovable. That was Aisha.
Pastor Seahorn says she can't make sense of the murder and says Aisha's family is broken. The 13-year-old whose mother's body protected him from the bullets is still reliving that terrible night.
They were practicing for track, and when the gun went off, it startled him because he remembered, the gunfire.
The 16-year-old is in juvenile custody tonight. Leashton Blanks will be charged as an adult. Now, court records show that 17-year-old is still in custody. He has not posted bail yet. And of course, we're going to continue to follow this story and bring you the latest updates as we get them. Back to you.
Senseless crime. All right. Thank you so much, Matt Doherty.
Why would you give somebody a bond that just shot a woman, 37 years old, and killed her? What the? I almost cursed, man. What the hell is wrong with this system? Why would you give this young, ignorant ass boy a bond? What, you gonna get him out, let him go shoot somebody else? He shot this woman in cold blood. He shouldn't have no bond. It's certain things you don't give nobody no bond, man. The boy's a goddamn fool. He's a fucking animal. He walked up, this baby woman got 2 children in the car. This boy is a damn animal. He been tricked into animalistic. He walked up to the car as an animal and go to shooting this woman for no reason.
Did you see how non-emotional he was in court?
He didn't give a damn. I seen him before you showed it to him. I seen it yesterday. He had his shirt on. He brought his hand out of his shirt. He was sitting there like he was cold.
Yeah.
No emotion. None. None. He's a damn animal. He need to be put in a fucking cage. He's an animal, man. I'm very upset about this one. That girl is beautiful, got her 2 children. The baby's brother, the baby's through. Them babies through.
Yeah, you heard the news report. News report said the son tried to go to track practice and the gunfire triggered him.
Come on, man. Yeah. He was trying to run. Boom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so
he can't do it right now, Chuck. It might take him years. Chuck.
It might take him years.
Yeah.
He might be 20, 30 before he finally get through that.
Chuck, your mother, your most dearest, Chuck, listen, I don't want to talk like this on this thing. Chuck, if somebody touched my mother, I'm through. Chuck, I've turned myself in, tell the judge I did it. Chuck, I have no understanding about my mother. None! Nobody can tell me nothing about her. If you touch my mother, I'm going to kill you. I don't give a damn who know it. I'm just telling the truth. I can't take it. Nobody's mother should be touched, man. This is too much, man. This is a beautiful young girl with her children ain't bothering nobody, Chuck. She's not bothering nobody.
The report said on her way home.
And this ignorant animal walked over there and shot this woman. For what? What you been? You did initiate to get in the game? Was you just rock? What was it? Why would you do this? You shoot your own mother, nigga. That's your mother. Your mother looked like her.
I'm saying he was 17, so
your mother looked like her. You shot your mother. The black woman's the mother of earth. So anyone you shoot is your mother.
Mm-hmm.
Man, hey, come on, man. I can't deal with this one. It's too much, Chuck.
Man, my prayers for them young kids, man. My prayers for the young kids and their father, frankly, right? Because the story don't give us that information.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? But like, yeah.
Chuck, he's an animal, and the only prayer I have for him is ask him to be locked up for the rest of his life in a cage. That's it. It don't make no sense what he did. Somebody guided him up to that buffoonery, man.
Yep.
He's impressionable.
He's
trying to prove something. At 17 years old, what would make you shoot your own mother? She looked like your mother.
Then you got a 16-year-old with you.
Yeah, he enhancing it.
Yeah, he's young and impressionable as well.
Yeah,
he just.
Come on, man. I won't wait from that before I go.
So here go the last one for the day, man.
Yeah,
last one for the day.
Man, this is. Yeah, you gotta put your song on, man. It's too much here, man. Ugh. Lord have mercy.
Search for 4 men wanted in connection to what Houston
this is what we was talking about.
Targeted shooting at a gas station in Southeast Houston.
The
3 of
rapper-
them can be seen opening fire at 4 people. Police say the gunfire killed 1 person and injured another. This happened last night near Telephone Road and South Wayside, and that is where KPRC2's Bill Barajas is live with the latest on the search and cell phone video showing the moment it all happened. Bill.
Well, the video is only a few seconds long and taken from across the street, but in it you can hear and see that gunfire. Now, the victims in this case their names have not yet been released, despite numerous social media posts talking about who they might be. There were multiple flashes of gunfire. We counted more than a dozen gunshots outside this Southeast Houston gas station. This black Cadillac SUV and the 4 men inside, clearly the target. Bullet holes and broken glass visible throughout the SUV.
When I saw it,
You're like, man, that's right
and
down
I
the
was
street.
like, and I heard him say Telephone Road in Southwest. I said, wait a minute, that's the don't stop right now.
Detectives saying one of the victims was shot and killed as he tried to escape. The second victim able to run inside the store and hide after being hit. 2 others were uninjured. Reginald Washington works just down the street, fills up here often.
I'm trying to figure out what could be the mindset of somebody that would even do anything like that. With like you just said, with all these people that could be here at any given time. So
no regard for human life.
None whatsoever. Well, that's obvious about what happened.
HPD releasing these photos of 3 of the men responsible. Detectives saying they believe there was a 4th man involved, but he never got out of the car. Detectives telling us they were in 2 cars, a gray 4-door Mercedes sedan and this gray Charger seen leaving the scene.
They don't care, man. They don't care. They shoot you anywhere.
And if you have any information in this case, you're asked to call the Houston Police Department and report it, or Crime Stoppers. The number for Crime Stoppers, 713-222-TIPS. We're live in Southeast Houston. Bill Barajas, KPRC 2 News.
Yeah.
But them guns, let me go straight to this. Barack did try to fight them. Why would you give somebody an assault weapon? If he had a gunshot 9 times, he couldn't do that much because he had to reload it every time. But when you got a gun from 3 to 5 seconds can shoot 100 times, this the kind of stuff you get. Why would you give assault weapon, listen to the name of the gun, assault weapon for assaulting? Why would you get that gun? That gun should be overseas only. No civilian should have that gun because you can outgun the police. The police can't raise their head up. The police got to run. So that's why when they went to Uvalde, they didn't go for 54 minutes, I think. They didn't go down that hall. They didn't even go down the hall. SWAT, none of them. So all I'm saying to you, man, for that, to have that gun on the street for this long, and we supposed to be sending rockets to the moon, but we can't snap that NRA, President Trump and all the rest of them, Greg Abbott, all working together, and that fool up governing in Florida and the other ones that in 31 states, not Louisiana. This is a setup, man. We are playing into these people's hand. I want you to hear me like you never heard. Put this on Fight the Power. Let me give you this part. We are playing into these people's hand, brother. We have become robots and puppets. Okay? We have become animalistic because in Romans 1:25, 24 to 32, God say, professing to be wise yet become fools. And 25, who changed the truth in God to God, who changed the truth of God into a lie and worship the creature instead of the creator. 26, women change their natural use. 27, men burn in lust. 28, God gave us to a reprobate mindset, animalistic, doing all these devious things. God said they would think of ways to do evil. Okay, disrespectful to their parents, disobedient. This is what you're seeing.
All of that.
These boys have no respect for God. They have no respect for life. They thought about it was premeditated.
Yeah, that was a hit.
They know exactly who they were shooting at. That wasn't no drive-by. They knew the rapper for whatever reason. He said something in a song, or they think he did this, or whatever it was. It could have been talked about. The boy wasn't trying to do nothing to nobody. He was there at the store. He ain't had no guns. He wasn't trying to hurt nobody. They specifically 3 sets of gunmen standing outside with them AK assault weapons
with army guns.
With army guns that the army should have, or SWAT. But we don't give a damn. I'm talking about the Second Amendment. We don't need no assault weapon. We could stop a lot of this, man. And they not gonna do it. They got the Democrats and the Republicans. They paying them all, man. This the coldest con game on the planet besides Donald Trump. We are being killed. We are being set up by this system. This is a damn shame that we are being gunned down on national TV.
Look, by each other, by other folks, by everybody. You know what I'm saying? We done saw a mother get killed by her kids. We done saw a mother get shot by some random teenagers. We done saw a husband get shot by his wife. We done saw so we understand we talking about killing each other, but we killing each other from all different angles.
Chuck, you can't.
And that ain't talking about the stress, which is the number one killer of black people, or the food, or all these other things that kill us at or high cholesterol and all these other things, diabetes that take us out at an alarming rate. I'm just talking about the murders. Not just the murders.
There was a girl sitting in the park about 6 months ago, Sunnyside. She was having a birthday party. She was leaving. They had a car show or something.
Yeah, we talked about that one a few weeks ago.
I just wanted to bring it up. I'm just showing you the senselessness.
Mm-hmm.
The senselessness. We have become animals, Chuck. The Ku Klux Klan is cold-blooded. They say you niggers are doing a great job. If it's any of you niggers left, we'll kill the rest of you.
Mm-hmm.
So, Chuck, your life today, you can die anywhere. At a stop sign, over the day in McGregor Park, over parking space. I mean,
at
over
Whataburger,
yeah,
Jack
at
in the
Whataburger,
Box,
Jack in the
at the
Box.
apartment,
For some cheese,
walking your dog,
some cheese.
Come on, walking your dog,
walking the dog. A little boy over there on Tidwell, Chuck. We didn't do this there on Tidwell. 14 years old. It was cold. He forgot his coat. Mom said, "Go and get your coat." Mom walking out. The little boy go to the car, get his coat. He go to walk in the house, somebody jump over the thing, young boy, and shoot the boy 14 times in the back. Chuck, we have become our own worst self-enemy. We, black people, over a third of us have become animals. And we don't have a 20% of fathers. And by our children being fatherless, this is how the game is played.
Mm-hmm.
We're headed for self-destruction. No, we're not. We in self-destruction. The rap song, we need to redo it. Headed for self-destruction. And we need to do Ball of Confusion and Wild Wild West. Them 3 songs, Chuck, I want you to do whatever we need to do. We'll get the money, put it together to buy them. And we need to redo them immediately. Go to, what's the name studio? You got a big studio. Brother Kerry Carter, the one gave you that book. And we need to go and lay it down, Chuck, and put this music out and put the videos out where we can speak to where they at, where they can see it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's why I'm doing the music on Fight the Power.
I'm sitting there thinking like I might need to go get like my bro JT and get an education, right? Because part of the challenge is, like you said, they took all this information out the schools, right? But you know what else they took out the schools?
Black history.
So just black men, period,
Yeah.
right? I ain't gonna say period because I know a bunch of black men who in education.
More women than men.
Exactly. That's my point.
Soften the boy up.
Exactly. And so when we're looking at elementary kids, right? 4th grade, 3rd grade, 4th grade, 5th grade, before they, when you 9, 10, 11, that's the age. That's the age where I have to introduce you to God. That's the age where you have to learn how to read Proverbs and Psalms. That's the age where you able to be mentored. You see what I'm saying? Because we just acknowledge that 4 out of the 5 don't have a father figure. And so if you are a solid man out here, it's your responsibility to become a mentor. Like you have to. You have to. Right?
Everybody over 40 years old.
You have to.
If you don't become a mentor right now, you're part of the problem.
You're part of it. Exactly. You have to.
There's no way out of it.
You have to. You can't ignore
children,
the little kid.
Our children and child. Our children need help now more than ever in the history of time. I'm going to call these mega pastors out and ask them to come work with us. And let's take our money up our own bank. where we can give our children psychosocial assessment, where we can give the vocational school, and we can turn this thing around. Until we do that, everything we talking about is nothing.
Because it's a generational change.
Yeah.
It's gonna take us to initiate it, and then hopefully, my grandson, his generation will feel the effects of it. You know what I'm saying?
If we come together now, Chuck, in 5 years, we can stop 40-50% of the murders. If we come together, if all the mega pastors and the mega rappers, football players and basketball players hear me and you, because I'm going to get Rick Anderson to put this up. Ricky, we need help. We are talking solution, young man. Hey, you can't fan no show talking no solution. They on the hype. That's not their mindset. We have to give solution. And the solution is there's no fathers. There's no fathers. That's what the Million Man March is for. On a Monday, to bring all the men out there, not to be no Muslim, but to be fathers, to be parents, and go back and take care of your children. That is what he said to them. Go back and take care of your family. Come on, man.
No, I was just about wrapped up, but you brought up Sexy Red earlier.
Yeah.
And so did you see the situation with
did?
her?
Let me see
So
what she
she
did.
was so she got booked, right? She got booked to come to this school and talk to the kids.
I think the principal got fired.
Well, no, but they said she showed up and she smelled like weed, and so they didn't want to let her talk to the kids, right? And so she left and came back. She left and came back after school and still turned up with all the kids in the parking lot and all that stuff, right? And so I thought about it because personally, I don't even know what she's gonna tell the kids. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know what her message to them is, because I know they ain't gonna hear nothing. They just gonna want to pound town. They just want to hear the music and see you dance. Like, that's what they into. And the clip I'm trying to find, which I can't find right now, it showed exactly that. It showed them turning up. She was playing the music, and all these little kids is going nuts.
So that's what she did. She didn't do nothing to try to get the children away from that. She came back to mislead the children.
Yep.
Boy, this goddamn shit. Lord have mercy. Boy, God gonna get her.
I can't even find it. Anyway, man.
So she came back to the school.
Yeah.
Won't you play your song, the other one, and try to find
it?
Yeah, play your song. Because we need to go out with her.
I'm going in like punishment. Put your faith in God, don't put it in the government. Hard for me to trust in it, cause they ain't got no love in it. That's why I worship Christ, because he never break the covenant. A black man trying to survive in the United States. It's kinda hard, cause the country got divided. Hate or Negro civil war, with this black on black crime rate. Need to value one another, change your whole mind state. Black lives must matter to us too. We can't expect them to do us better than us do. It starts at the house, real men need to step up. Worried about that miracle whip, really need to catch up. It's all good, stack your bread, pockets make a muscle. But prioritize, man, God, family, hustle. When God first, everything else falls into place. Without God, everything else just a disgrace. So don't worry about your mistakes. Long as you got his grace, nobody can dictate where you go. Just improve and try to get straight. Keep having that big faith and watch God open up another door. I'm just saying, no time to stop playing, bro. Not sure what you waiting for. Need to start praying more. Look, it's time to build up each other. Turn these women into wild. Stop making baby mothers. Stop killing our brothers over colors, fighting over a block that we don't even own. The time's getting tougher, but we don't have to suffer, because Christ is on the throne. Pay attention to the truth and not the rhetoric. And I'm thinking my country might need an exorcist, or at least a therapist, because it's treacherous. Fighting for the country, you could be a homeless veteran. All blacks ain't thugs, all whites ain't prejudice, all preachers ain't reverends, all church folk ain't going to heaven in, and all Muslims ain't terrorists. Hold up, shots fired, catch a slug. You got your head in the clouds, I'm trying to wake like you up. I wear a suit, everybody wanna show me love. Jordan 5s and a hoodie, then you calling me a thug. When the thug is the one with the gun and the badge, innocent man killed, I caught on the body cam. Rest in peace to Philando. Please, don't shoot, I can't breathe, got my hands up. Sad truth is, they don't understand us. How you gon' protect somebody you scared of? Why shoot to kill when you got a taser? And why you still trying to enslave us? Steal our culture and then change us. Create the whole problem, turn around and blame us. Got us confused, just wanna be famous. To be a dope boy or an entertainer, or be a stripper, anything to get your change up. They got us focused on the wrong things, bruh. See, we all God's children cause he made us. And I pray in Jesus' name cause he my savior. You should get saved too before the day's up. Don't be a lame duck on that same stuff, getting changed up, getting caught up and forgetting where you came from. Do it now, not later. Change your behavior. Putting Christ on blast, the first and the last, future and the past. He is the Alpha and Omega. King Jesus, the one and only Savior, the Creator, the one who gives you salvation. If we get it together, we be better than ever. Moving to another level. Don't be bothered by the devil. Just remain careful. Keep on walking the straight and narrow and treat each other special. And the lesson is we all get the blessing. So please don't doubt it. Don't be quiet with your praise. Don't shout it. Wake up call to my people. Jesus coming back. A public service announcement.
The record company done her like that. They told her to do that. The CEOs tell them go out and do all this madness. How you go your extra $1 million? They broke, so they'll say and do anything, man. Pound for pound, one of the worst songs on the planet Earth.
Yeah, so here go the story, right? I was just telling OG that Sexy Red in the news again. She was invited by a school to come speak, right? And then the school turned her away because she smelled like weed. And so she circled the block and then...
Excuse me. I'd have brought in to show them how not to smell. That's why I'd have brought in. Ladies and gentlemen, I brought in because I want y'all to smell her because I don't want y'all to do this. And I told her, won't you tell them you should? Yeah.
Exactly. So
yeah,
anyway,
but come on.
So here go the clip. Here go what she posted. Shout out to the Shade Room.
What did she say? We can't hear.
Kids getting the water today, they gonna put me on me. Tell me I smell like weed. Watch this. I don't give a about making this job hard. My job hard. Every day I'm fighting for my life. Every day. They tried to put me out from this school. Bless me. I'm coming back around that. Down on that. Oh, smack that ball up.
Nobody called the police.
So look, so this school put me, I came up here, got you, try to talk to the kids, getting the water today, they gonna put me on me. Tell me I smell like weed. Watch this. I don't give a about making this job hard. My job hard. Every day I'm fighting for my life. Every day. They tried to put me out from this school. Bless me. I'm coming back around that.
What up, bless her? Send that to me, Chuck.
Please. Nobody called the police.
So look, so this school put me.
Lord have mercy.
Yeah, so
God gonna deal with her, man. She is a belligerent. You get kicked out of school because you stink and smell like weed. Now you mad at school. Then you come back to you trying to talk to the children saying not be like that and don't do what I'm doing.
Yeah, said she wanted to come back and give them the word of the day, try to give them something positive.
She come back sitting on the car shaking her ass, doing dumb stuff. Dr. Renee, I heard what you said, and I agree with you, but right now I'm very upset what's going on. So, again, it's sad that she would come back on there. They should have arrested her, for real, because she disrespecting the school. Then you come up there playing pound for pound or whatever nasty song I know you ain't. I don't never heard you have a clean song, you know, because you really can't even rap. So it's a bunch of buffoonery. So she gone. The record company got her. She broke, and they pushing her out there, and she broke, and she going for it, man. She done turned into an animal. Look at her breasts out. You see her nipples, everything. She gone, man. She gone.
My challenge be, you know, the influence on young girls, right? Like, cause young girls fall in that same.
She misleading them, her and Beyonce.
Yeah.
She misleading them. That's what I said, Beyonce. She misleading them. Beyonce got butt naked on her album cover with a little strip on her and got her hand over her breast. I don't understand, Jay-Z. Where are you at, brother? You supposed to be a man and you allow your wife? I don't give a damn about her craft. She don't supposed to take her craft and mislead 40, 50 million women. She could have put on something sexy, came on that same album cover and did her thing. She had to get butt naked. She naked, man, nothing on. No bra, no drawers, nothing. And got a little thing on about this thing go across, and she got her hand over her breast, and her vagina, you can't see it, but you can see the beginning of the cleavage when you enlarge it. You can see it right. Yeah. I'm going to talk to Pastor Rudy Rasmus, man of God, and Juanita. I'm going to talk to her mother, you know, and try to get to Tina, Miss Knowles, and her daddy. I don't think he have no influence anymore, but I'm going to talk to him. And if that don't work, then I'm going to do a press conference. I'm going to go after her because she's misleading these girls. Somebody told me, man, you ain't got no business doing that. I said, you don't have my job. You don't have my job. If it was my daughter, I'd go after her. Beyonce got too much power to use it wickedly. She could use her power for God. She did a great movie, a spiritual movie at her beginning. She can go back and do part 2 in that movie and kill the game. It'll go platinum. Beyonce, you don't have to do that. We know you beautiful. Ray Charles, Stevie Wonder know you beautiful, but you don't show your beauty. If you look in Peter Street, husband, wife, Pastor Rudy Rasmus, read it to you. You don't supposed to show your outer pure or the platinum of your hair. God says your quiet beauty, that's with him in the sight of God. Look what God say, in the sight of God, not man, in the sight of God. God wants you to dress for him. You belong to God whether you like it or not. So God's saying in the sight of him. He didn't say in sight of him and other people, in the sight of him and Jay-Z, because we see Jay-Z can't handle you. Jay-Z not good for you. If Jay-Z gonna let his wife come out like that, he's not good for her. Jay-Z need to straighten this up, man. Jay-Z, if you don't straighten it up, you putting a curse on yourself, because that's your wife, and you align it. And Sexy Red, bless your heart, baby. You have become an animal. And call us on 281-896-8215 and let us pray for you and try to change your music around. If the record company drop you, we'll pick you up. You need to stop it. You're not a whore. You all that on sexy pound for pound, hit me in my butt, brown, hit me in my thing, pink. Come on, baby. That's the devil. Music came out of lamentation to inspire, not expire. I know you don't know none of this. You are making a fool out of yourself and letting that record company pimp you. That's all you're doing, young lady. You're belligerent. You are too beautiful, too intelligent. You need to use it wisely and stop acting like a jackass.
And on that note, man, we're gonna end it on that note right there, man. Y'all been tuned into Gloves Up, Guns Down. I'm Chuck, man. That's OG Johnny Binder Jr., aka Minister David Jeremiah. Shout out to Miss T Foxy. Shout out to Dr. Candace Matthews. Shout out to Samuel. Shout out to the whole gang. Shout out to Diary and everyone else. Y'all tap in next week, Thursday, 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. You know, we'll be trying to stop the violence. Oh, and that call. This is what I wanted to say. I wanted to end with this here. If you are you got beef with somebody out here, right? Like somebody that y'all got real problems and y'all considering gun violence, then y'all ain't gotta do that. Call the number, man, 281-969-8190. Hit OG, man, 281-896-8215. We working on a location where y'all can put the gloves on.
We got 2 boxing gyms.
And then I'm even talking about a way where y'all can get paid. We might pay-per-view it, and then everybody who pay to watch it, we'll split that bread with y'all, and so that way y'all can squash the beef and get paid at the same time. And
Good
so,
move.
yeah, so Trill Spill, like, this is one of our ways of trying to make an impact, right? We got the facilities, we got the refs, we got the stuff to put it in place, but we need the people who to actually fight. So if you got beef with somebody out here, don't go sell it with no gun, don't go pull up on them, don't go do none of that.
That's a sign of weakness. When you sit down like a man, that when you become a man. If me and you got a beef and we can sit down and talk, that's adulthood, that's manhood. But if we shoot at each other, the children do that.
Exactly.
And back to this, I want to end with this here. To all you women, and I should have put it on there and should have let you played it. This would have been a good time to play it. You played it before when I was talking to all the women for 3 minutes. Yeah.
Oh yeah, we'll go get it.
Yeah. We'll play it the next one. And I'm gonna try to put us over at this place Thursday, this coming Thursday. Change it up. I want to say something to you beautiful women. We love Sexy Red. We love Beyonce, Cardi B. We love all of them. Them our family. Family, you've been misled. In the movie it said, bamboozled, led astray. You have to wake up. Willie Lynch is killing us, 1712, fear, distrust, and envy. These people are tricking us into killing each other with our music, with the guns, and with the food. The food is number one. Then our mindset. We're spiritually enslaved as animals. This is why it's so easy for us to shoot each other. It's already in our mind. They put it in our mind. We look over, I'm trying to remember how many murders we look at by 18 years old. It's thousands of murders we look at before we 18 years old. So that's already, the trigger is already there. The trigger is already there. So all of us need me too, all of us need a psychosocial assessment and a dynamic. And we're going to get a think tank where we can sit down with y'all and get some fathers come with us, where we can detox you from that mindset, like Alcohol Anonymous. And we have some people that done went through what you've been through and talk you out of it. Because, again, the Ku Klux Klan say you niggas doing a great job. If there's any of you niggas left, and we doing a great job. And to our women again, you're a very special sister. You're not a hoe. You're not a B. You're not ghetto fabulous. In Proverbs 31, God said you are more valuable than rubies. So you're not pleasure, you treasure. We need to treasurize you, not pleasurize you. And we need to lift you up. As I lift this phone up, we need to lift you up to God. And young men, older men, all the women you look out for, all the women you lift up to God, it's a blessing. If you want to know how to be blessed, if you look out for the woman and the children and the elders, the women first, the children and the elders, if you do that, God will open doors and bless you. Black woman, white woman, brown woman, but specifically black women, please, you have uncovered because you have not discovered who you are. You are the second self of God. You are valuable. You are not a whore. You're not ghetto fabulous. You're not a diva. That's what America made you. That's not what God made you. There's no such thing as a no good woman. There's a no good boy, male, made it that way in society. Clean yourself up, black woman. Cardi B, Sexy Red. Change your music, and God will bless you. Get that curse off you, because it's coming. God's upset. You see all these tornadoes and earthquakes and snow. God is tired of us making a fool of ourselves and his word. The devil should deceive the whole world. Revelation 12:9. Come out of her, my people, and partake not in the sin. And I end with it, Chuck. Look what it said. Come out of her, my people. God didn't say come out of all people. He used a possessive pronoun. Come out of her, my people. Come out of her and partake not in sin. She had become the habitation of devils from every foul and evil spirit. Come out of her. In Revelation 19, she became a great whore. In Revelation 17, she was a prostitute. In 2 Chronicles 7:14, if my people, not all people, if my people are called by my name, that go that possessive pronoun again, should humble themselves. Except you come as a child of God, you're not humbling yourself. You coming like you know something. We don't know nothing.
Humble as a child.
Humility is the secret of greatness. Sexy Red, come on, baby. If you want to go to school parking lot, go and tell them don't listen to your music. Clean your music up. Stop your buffoonery. Beyonce, we love you. Change that album cover. I'm coming after you. I will be the winner. You got $1 billion. I got $1. But I'm with David. And I'm going to bring Goliath down. May God bless you. May God keep you. We love you, Beyonce. We love you, Sexy Red. We love you, Cardi B. Jay-Z, help me out, man. That's your wife. You're responsible how she dressed. If you're not going to be the man, God will move you. Remember I told you.